Welcome back, everybody. You're here at Behind the Fame, and in the studio we have a wonderful actress, one of my favorite actresses. I just love her because I love the character she played, Hazel. The legendary Shirley Booth is in the house. We love Shirley Booth. Shirley Booth was so funny, so sweet, and so pure, and her character as Hazel she was just a sweetheart of a maid, housekeeper. So join us as we celebrate the wonderful life and career of Hazel, Miss Shirley Booth. Shirley Booth was an American actress who achieved the Triple Crown of acting, winning an Academy Award, 2 Primetime Emmys, and 3 Tonys across a career that ran from 1915 to 1974. Primarily a stage performer, she became widely known to film and TV audiences through Come Back, Little Sheba and the sitcom Hazel, before retiring to Cape Cod in the mid-1970s. Early life and stage career. Born Marjorie Ford in Brooklyn in 1898, she grew up in Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and Hartford, began acting in summer stock as a teenager, and adopted the professional name Shirley Booth against her father's wishes. She debuted on Broadway in Hell's Bells in 1925 and gained prominence in hits like 3 Men on a Horse, The Philadelphia Story, My Sister Eileen, and Tomorrow the World, becoming a respected dramatic and comic stage actress. Can you believe it? She was born Marjorie Ford, but changed her name to Shirley Booth, and she pissed off her dad. She would no longer carry her father's name, Marjorie Ford. She goes, I'm Shirley Booth. Broadway success and film breakthrough. Booth won her first Tony Award in 1949 for Goodbye, Mr. Fancy, and her second and third for Come Back, Little Sheba in 1950, and The Time of the Cuckoo in 1952. Repeating her role as Lola Delaney in the 1952 film of Come Back, Little Sheba, she won the Oscar for Best Actress, plus a Golden Globe and multiple Critics Award, becoming the first performer to win both a Tony and an Oscar for the same role. She made only a handful of other films, notably About Mrs. Leslie, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, stage musical, The Matchmaker, and Hot Spell, earning further critical praise and New York Film Critics Circle nominations. Radio, television, and Hazel. On radio, she co-starred on Duffy's Tavern as Miss Duffy, created by and co-starring her then-husband Ed Gardner, and later appeared in shows like Hogan's Daughter. From 1961 to 1966, she starred as housemaid Hazel Burke on the TV sitcom Hazel, winning 2 Emmys and a Golden Globe nomination, and overseeing a network switch and cast changes when the show moved from NBC to CBS. She later earned an Emmy nomination for The Glass Menagerie on CBS Playhouse, and returned briefly to series TV with A Touch of Grace, and voice work as Mrs. Claus in The Year Without a Santa Claus in 1974, her final role. Personal life and retirement. Booth married Ed Gardner in 1929, divorcing in 1942, and then married Army Corporal William H. Baker Jr. in 1943. Baker died in 1951, and she never remarried, having no children. After retiring in 1974, after a year without the Santa Claus, she lived quietly in North Chatham, Massachusetts, with her pets, spending time painting and doing needlework, and in 1979 was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame, an honor accepted on her behalf by Celeste Holm. Declining health and death. By the mid-1970s, Booth's health deteriorated, with reported stroke-related mobility and vision problems, and a later hip fracture limiting her movement. Shirley Booth died at home in North Chatham on October 16, 1992. She was only 94 and was buried in the Baker family plot at Mount Hebron Cemetery in Montclair, New Jersey, remembered as a distinguished actress who excelled on stage, screen, and television. Oh, we love Shirley Booth. Look at her face. She has that beautiful grandmotherly face. Everybody would want a Hazel in their life, even as a friend, because she was just, I'm calling, obviously Shirley Booth is Hazel. Hazel is Shirley Booth. And you would have to believe that Shirley Booth was the character Hazel in real life. You would have to believe it. Because Hazel was pure, always meaning to do well, but messing things up, but doing her best to fix it, meddling in people's affairs, gossiping, social. As if I know Shirley Booth. No. But give me your thoughts on Shirley Booth. What were your favorite memorable roles? Obviously, her best role was Hazel. But yeah, I can't talk about enough about Hazel. I call her Hazel and Shirley Booth. It's interchangeable. Just like Ron Howard is Richie Cunningham. He'll always be Richie Cunningham. Or Opie, whichever one you favored. But give me your thoughts below on the legendary life and career of Shirley Booth. How she died due to her health problems. And A Year Without Santa Claus was her last role as a voice actress. Look up, what's it called? The Year Without a Santa Claus. You can find that on YouTube. Listen for her voice. I think she's Mrs. Claus. The Year Without a Santa Claus. I love her voice. Again, her face. When I see her face, I think of Hazel. Alright, thank you for joining me here at Behind the Fame. Any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget to click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all in the next video.